The first thing you notice about Rikiau is the dust. As we rattled and lurched along the dirt road in our hardy Toyota, we passed women holding plastic containers and donkeys carrying jerry cans. Our site staff explained that they were walking to collect water, a daily walk of 10 kilometers each direction. We watched the dashboard thermometer rise into the 30s, and we often had to stop driving until the dust had cleared. We arrived at the school, and our driver looked for shade to park. There was nowhere protected from the scorching sun. The head teacher met us outside of the primary class. The kids gathered at the window to look at the visitors, but unlike the ecstatic shrieking of "How are you?" and giggling we received at other primary schools, these children just stared in silence, a haunting silence. A primary school shouldn't be that quiet. We went to greet the primary class. They were seated again, but had no more energy. They were listless, vacant. They could barely murmur out answers the teachers prompted them with. They slumped, propping their heads up in their arms. They have no water at home, which means no crops and no food. The school, equipped to provide meals, had run out of food after 2 weeks. So there was no meal at school either. These children were the faces of hunger wrought by the drought. We asked them if they liked school, and they did. They learned to write, and one little girl raised her hand to say that she would like to learn even more. We finished our tour outside, where the children gamely sang a song. As they finished, the signal heralded lunchtime. The kids are to go home for the break. A little boy, unmistakable in a two-piece gray suit, began to cry. He didn't want to go home because there was no water and no food there. That was the moment that broke my heart. Mercifully, he was able to get a drink from his teacher before we left. The head teacher said to us, if there were water here, this would be paradise. They would be able to have a school garden, grow crops, and ensure meals for the kids every day. The families would have water and food, and the parents wouldn't have to waste hours of every day trekking 20 kilometers for their families. I pray for the children of Rikiau every day.